he took the position of he became messenger of Pandavas, and he went to Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana, and as a messenger he requested, gave a peace proposal so that war may not happen, and he requested, he begged. So Lord Shri Krishna, he asked Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana for 5 villages so that Pandavas may also rule, because they are rulers, because they are Kshatriyas, they are administrators. They have to rule. That is their guna and karma. Their guna and karma are like that, but Duryodhan ji, he didn't. He was never agreeable. Swami Srila Prabhupada writes, it is because of the obstinacy of Duryodhana this war is happening, and he was never agreeable to any peaceful negotiation. Therefore, he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Who is anxious? Arjun ji is anxious. Yodhu kaman avasthitan. Yavadetan nirikshyaham. So Arjun ji is asking Lord Shri Krishna, he wants to see who all are there. Therefore, he was very anxious to see who the leading persons present on the battlefield were. Although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon. He wanted to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. How much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. So Arjuna is a righteous person. He is asking his own kingdom. All the Pandavas, they were asking their kingdom, their own kingdom, their right in the kingdom. And Duryodhan ji is not agreeing. He is not accepting any proposal. And he is adamant and obstinate to fight. And so even before fighting, Arjun ji is asking Lord Shri Krishna to take the chariot in the mid of both the armies. And Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing, there was no question of peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield. So Arjun ji is not going for proposing any, for giving the Kauravas or the sons of Dhritarashtra any another peace proposal, because the war is about to begin. Everybody has assembled and they have blown. They have shown their enthusiasm to fight by blowing their conch shells. So there was no question of peacemaking, but still Arjun ji is asking to take the chariot in between the armies, in the mid of the army, between the army madhye. Senyorubhyor madhye ratham sthapayame achyuta yavadetan nirikshyaham. Until he want to see who all are there. Those who are, good people, and unnecessarily demanding an unwanted war, how much they were bent upon, who all are there. Kair maya sayodhavyam. Kair maya sayodhavyam asmin rana samudyame. So in this unwanted war, who all are there, who are desirous, who are so enthusiastic to fight, and who are so enthusiastic to fight, and who are very much, Swami Srila Prabhupada is writing, how much they were bent upon. He wanted to see their faces and their feelings, how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. So very wonderful verse. Swami Srila Prabhupada gives so many, concepts on which we can contemplate and meditate. So many points Swami Srila Prabhupada gave in the purport. So one of the, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Swami Srila Prabhupada narrates this wonderful story of a Brahmana, a South Indian Brahmin, who was illiterate, and but still, because his Guru Maharaj has ordered him, so he was reading Bhagavad Gita every day, and because he was trying to read, of course he was illiterate, so he was holding every day. He was holding in the Ranganath temple when Lord Chaitanya, this past time when Lord Chaitanya traveled in South India. He traveled extensively in South India to preach the holy name. So he went to Ranganath, a very famous ancient temple of Ranganath of Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu in southern India, and there he met one Brahmana who was sitting on the stairs of the temple, and he was holding Bhagavad Gita upside down. And when Lord Chaitanya, because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he knows everyone's heart, and he knew very well that that Brahmin is a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord, of himself. So Lord Chaitanya went to him, and the other Brahmanas, every day they were laughing and mocking at him because he was an illiterate, and every day he was holding Bhagavad Gita upside down, and he was he was looking at the Bhagavad Gita, and Lord Chaitanya, he was just looking at the Bhagavad Gita, flipping pages, and Lord Chaitanya saw tears in his eyes. So Lord Chaitanya approached him, and the Brahmanas, they were very much eager to see a sannyasi, Lord Chaitanya, there in the Ranganath temple, and they all knew they all had heard about him, and they all they were very much respectful towards Lord Chaitanya. But Lord Chaitanya, he went to that Brahmin and he asked him, "Oh Brahmana, what you are doing?" So he replied. So others were always asking such questions, but they were mocking and criticizing him because they knew that he was an illiterate, but he could understand the feelings of Lord Chaitanya. That Brahmin devotee could understand the feelings of Lord Chaitanya, and he could understand that he is not joking or mocking at him. And so he plainly replied that I am trying to read Bhagavad Gita. So then Lord Chaitanya asked, but you are holding the book upside down. So he replied, "Oh, because I'm an illiterate, so I cannot read." So, but then he asked, "Then why you are reading? Why you are trying to read?" So then he replied, "Because my Guru Maharaj." So the Brahmana replied that because my Guru Maharaj has requested all his disciples, he has requested everyone to read Bhagavad Gita every day. So because the Guru Maharaj has ordered, I am trying to fulfill his orders. So Lord Chaitanya, then he asked the Brahmana, then okay, that's fine that you are, and it is a wonderful thing. So Lord Chaitanya, in one way, indirectly, he told everyone there that how much exalted this person, this Brahmana is, who is trying his best, though he do not know reading, though he is an illiterate, but still he is trying to follow, he is trying to execute the order of his spiritual master. So that is a genuine disciple who is trying his best, though he is not very much competent to fulfill the orders of his spiritual master, but still he is trying his best. And Then Lord Chaitanya, he asked him, I could see that there are tears in your eyes. You are reading and you are flipping pages and you don't know reading, then how come you have tears in your eyes? So the Brahmana replied, because when I read Bhagavad Gita, when I take the book and I see that this wonderful photograph in which Lord Shri Krishna is he's drawing the he has accepted the position of a charioteer for his devotee. So that gives me, at that time I think how magnanimous, the Supreme Lord is, who out of his kindness, out of his compassion, out of his mercy, out of his love for his devotee has accepted a lower position, the position of a charioteer of Arjuna, and Arjunji is ordering him. And whenever I used to think about this 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 act of the Supreme Lord, tears automatically. I become very emotional, and tears come in my eyes. So in that way, Lord Chaitanya uh, proved all the Brahmanas present there that the position of this Brahmana, even though you all are reciting shlokas wonderfully every day, all of you are very much educated and very much scholars. So Lord Krishna, the bhakti, the definitions of the bhakti, it comes Gyan Karmadi Anavritam. ऋषिकेन ऋषिकेश सेवनम भक्ति रुच्यते ज्ञान कर्मादि अनावृतम सर्वोपाधि विनिर्मुक्तम तत्परत्वेन निर्मलम सर्वोपाधि विनिर्मुक्तम तत्परत्वेन निर्मलम. So when the heart is freed from all the upadhis, all the positions, all the ahankara, what a living entity possess, what each one of us in this world we possess. We all have a lot of ahankara on our positions, on our degrees, on our education, and even sometimes after reading Vedic literatures and our goal. So that's why our goal is not to become any scholar. We don't want to be Sanskrit scholars by reading these verses. We don't want to be English scholars. We don't want to be Hindi scholars, any language scholars. We don't want to, by heart Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. So the Brahmanas were present there in the Ranganatha temple, and they were all very, very, great scholars, chanting Vedic mantras very perfectly, reciting all the shlokas and mantras in the Vedas, Upanishads very perfectly, Puranas, Itihas, Samhitas, chanting. But a devotee of the Supreme Lord is even much exalted, because of his love and affection for the Supreme Lord. And because he has love and affection for the Supreme Lord, he has love and affection. He do not envy any living entity. So all the Brahmanas, they were hurting him every day. But he was able to tolerate. That was his love. He didn't retaliate it in that way. That was his love for everybody there. All the Brahmanas, and that's why he was very dear to the Supreme Lord. And Lord Chaitanya, the Supreme Lord Krishna himself, the Supreme Lord Vishnu, the Narayana, he himself approached him. So one who is a pure devotee of the Lord, truly speaking, so Lord Chaitanya in one way, he served his devotee there in Ranganath temple. He glorified him. He made him glorious. So that is the position of an exalted devotee. So here Arjunji, Lord Krishna has accepted the position of a charioteer, not because of because Arjun ji is king and Pandavas were, no, not because of that. Lord Shri Krishna has accepted the position of Arjuna's charioteer out of his love and compassion, out of his love for his devotees. And Swami Srila Prabhupada, he writes, he never fails in affection. So there also Lord Chaitanya, he never fails. He went to the Brahmana and he proved that he loves his devotees. So, wonderful verse. And although there was no question of a peacemaking endeavor on the battlefield, he wanted to see them again and to see how much they were bent upon demanding an unwanted war. So, wonderful verse and wonderful learnings and teachings and wonderful purports through which we can understand the Supreme Lord. And if we understand the Supreme Lord and his loving affections for his devotees, then we may also, we all were Nitya Siddha Krishna Bhakti Sadhya Ka Bunai, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema. Each one of us have love for Lord Shri Krishna in our hearts, but somehow or other, we have given too much weightage to so many things. Bahirartha maninaha. We have given too much weightage to the wants, material wants and to our material desires and wants, and too much we have listened, too much we have served our fallen mind, intelligence and false ego. So somehow or other we have forgotten our transcendental loving relationship with the Supreme Lord, which was very much intimate, like Arjun ji and Lord Shri Krishna. So slowly, gradually, by following in the footsteps, as told by the acharyas, as told by Swami Srila Prabhupada, gradually there is a chance that we can revive our loving relationship with the Supreme Lord, transcendental loving relationship. So, as requested, every day we should try to chant with love, devotion, and try to understand, associate with Swami Srila Prabhupada through his Vani, Vapu Seva, Vani Seva, in the absence of the spiritual master. So try to associate with him as much as we can, and so that we may also revive our transcendental loving relationship with the Supreme Lord, and our human birth may be successful in that way. So with this, I would like to stop this session here, and we will take further few more verses in the next session. So may Lord Shri Krishna, may Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, may Swami Srila Prabhupada bless all of us. So Granth-raj Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Shri Krishna Bhagwan ji ki jai, Jagat Guru Swami Srila Prabhupada ji ki jai. Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.